The Secret of the 13th Floor, Part 2. And before we start, like and subscribe my channel for more amazing stories. Clara Monroe stood frozen in the hallway of the Silver Elm Hotel, but not the one she had entered just hours before. This place felt older, dimmer. Time itself seemed to hum in the air. She stepped cautiously down the hall, where every creak of the floorboards echoed too loudly. Her reflection in the glass frames looked off, as if the woman staring back at her didn't quite belong. Then came a voice behind her. "Miss, you lost?" asked a tall man in a trench coat, tipping his fedora. Clara spun around. "Who are you?" "Detective Roland Price, and I was about to ask you the same thing." Clara hesitated. Telling a man from 1931 that she was from the future wasn't going to go over well. "I'm doing research," she said. Price narrowed his eyes. "Funny, this place hasn't had guests in weeks. We shut the 13th floor down after the incident." "What incident?" she asked. His lips tightened. "You'd better come with me." They exited the hallway and descended a winding staircase that hadn't been there before. The lobby looked untouched by time. Chandeliers of real crystal, polished wooden counters, and staff in crisp black uniforms. In a back office filled with cigar smoke and typewriters, Roland pulled a folder from his desk. "Thomas Devereaux," he said. "Bootlegger. Informant. Dead. Or so we thought. He disappeared the night of the fire. We never found a body." Clara's hands shook. She pulled one of the journals from her bag. "He kept records. They're still here, on the hidden 13th floor." Roland's eyes widened. "You've been there?" She nodded. "I found this chest. I think he was going to expose someone." "That someone," Roland said slowly, "was probably me." The room went silent. "Not me exactly," he added quickly, leaning in. "My partner, Detective Harris. He was on the take. Thomas was ready to go to the press. The night the floor burned, Harris was the last one seen with him." Clara's mind spun. Why wasn't Harris arrested? No proof. Only rumors. Then the fire happened. Case closed. Clara showed him the journal's last entry. "He left this." Roland read it aloud. "They're closing in. I have hidden the evidence. If someone finds this, tell my story." He looked up. "Where's the rest?" "I couldn't carry everything," Clara said. "The chest is still there, but we need to go now." Before he could respond, the office lights flickered. Then the room filled with the smell of smoke. Clara stood. "Something's happening." They rushed back through the lobby toward the elevator. As they ascended to the 12th floor, the hum of machinery was replaced by distant screams and alarms. When the doors opened, they saw the hallway was no longer empty. It was on fire. Smoke coiled along the ceiling like a living creature. Clara choked as she and Roland ducked low, heading toward the hidden panel. They found it. Still there, still ajar. The metal ladder descended into darkness once again. This time, Roland followed her. On the 13th floor, the air was thicker. The fire hadn't reached it yet, but the building was alive with groans and cracking beams. They reached the chest. Roland forced it open fully. Inside were more journals and a small metal lockbox. Inside that, photographs, documents, ledgers, names, numbers, accounts, corruption. And then, a photograph of Detective Harris shaking hands with a mayoral candidate. "This is it," Roland whispered. "This is what Thomas died for." Just then, a roar sounded above them. The ceiling cracked. Fire was coming fast. They climbed back up, barely escaping as the floor below collapsed. In the hallway, smoke thickened. Then, Clara blinked. And everything changed. No smoke, no fire. The wallpaper was back to its modern design. Her phone buzzed. Wednesday, October 30th, 2024. She had returned, and she was alone. The hotel was quiet. Had it all been real? She looked in her bag. The journal was still there. So was the metal lockbox. The next day, Clara went to the local police with the evidence. Investigations reopened. The descendants of those exposed in Thomas Devereux's files were still involved in local politics, and the fallout was massive. The story of the Silver Elm was revived in headlines across the country. Clara published a book. She told the world what she had found, but she never told them everything. She never told them that sometimes, late at night, when she passes an old hotel or walks by an elevator, she hears footsteps behind her, and the voice, "You found me."